Hello everyone and welcome back to the VicTube, the channel where we do speeders, tutorials and other stuff. Today we're gonna make a splatter effect. As you can see on the screen I have already made one. This is the result of what we're gonna make today. This is what we're gonna do, and we will start with simply going to the original image. This is what we have to work with. If you have an image which already have pretty much totally white background, this is more grayish with transparency into even brighter and darker. It will be a little bit trickier to work with. So if you use an image that it's completely white in the background, it will be a lot easier. I have made this very hard for myself on purpose just to show you a little bit of tips and tricks what to do when you're in this kind of situation. But if you already have an image that is have a completely white background, you don't have to bother with what I'm gonna do right now. So anyway, I'm gonna start off by trying to remove a dress part here and such, but we still want it, so I'm gonna make a copy. It's always good to have a copy of the original image. It's never a bad idea. And then I'm gonna try and select all the whiteness around her. Something like that. You can see it slipped through with the arms, but that's okay. We just try to take them back. I'm probably gonna fast forward this so you don't have, to have to endure all of this. And here we go. Now we have selected all the white or gray all around this lady. Our goal is to select her. So we're gonna go Control, Shift and I, and that will inverse the selection we've done, and now we have selected her. So I'm gonna go Control C and Control V, which will copy and paste her. So if I remove these, you will see I have pretty much only taken her. So what we're gonna do now is take the original image and remove part of this dress. So how can we do that? Yeah, there are many ways to do that. You could either use the clone stamp tool, take a smaller size and start a little bit bigger, perhaps something like that, and start doing like this. But the end result will be very choppy. So what I would like to do is, if it's easier to fake it, then fake it. Simply. So what we're gonna do is pretty much take the eyedropper tool and select the darkest color down here and switch these so we have the white, and take the brightest color here, and then we're gonna take the what is called the gradient tool and drag it the other way. As you can see, it will cover the total image, and that's not what we want, so we're gonna put a mask on it and decide where it should stop. A little bit lower, a little bit higher. And as you can see, the color is not too far from the floor underneath her, so I think we will pretty much place that. Now we have been able to remove part of her skirt. There's still a lot more to remove, so we're gonna focus on doing that. So what we can do, we have pretty much a lot of space here we could maybe use, so I'm gonna do that. And then we make Control C and Control V. And now we have a loose part there, but we're gonna flip it horizontally and put it on the other side. And then we can remove a little bit more here. It's a little bit nitpicky and stuff, but if you want it to be good, that's how you have to do it. Now we're gonna use a not too big brush, something like that, and pretty soft, almost, yeah, pretty much at 0. And you can, with a mask on this layer, start removing the edge so it blends in a little bit more. And if you're not pleased with the brightness in this, you can simply select it like that. Go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness, and turn it down a little bit. Maybe reduce the contrast. Yeah. A little bit much. Something like that. Now we've been able to remove a little bit more, which is nice. We're gonna fake the background behind her as well. So we're gonna take this color and paint over. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, blends in pretty well. Voila! We almost removed it. We don't want to remove it totally, just a little. Not too much. Whoops. Yeah, we can actually remove that a little bit more since we already removed that part. I'm just gonna paint up here. Take that back. And make it fade out even more. Yeah, not too shabby, and we still have the copy. So this is good. I like it. I like it a lot. This is nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. So now we come to more or less the spatter effect. This is the moment you can skip forward to if you don't want to learn about the clone stamping and removing of background and such. So let's just get to it. We make a copy of the cutout version of this denser. We simply go to liquify. I think I want to make this the dress part a little bit bigger, so the splatter will be able to, you know, splatter a lot more. So I'm gonna just make it a lot bigger. And now the important part is to not have warped the hands or the body. So what we can do is take the brush size and make it quite small, even smaller maybe, like 91. Yeah. And use the reconstruct tool, which reconstructs how it was from the beginning. So, but it seems like I have managed to avoid that. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Press OK. And now we're gonna make the splatter effect. And to do that, add a mask to the dancer. And press Ctrl I. Then we're gonna use the brush tool. If you don't have any splatter brushes, you can just Google for them. The first thing that pops up should be Satisfactionary. Yes, I like this one. I'm gonna go here, and as you can see, I want it a little bit turned, so we're gonna do that a little bit more, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller maybe. Oops, that's a little bit small. Bigger. I want it bigger. Bigger. And now we can try and see what happens if we use the right color, of course, white. And yes, you can see we already have a pretty nice splatter effect right there. You can experiment with this. It doesn't necessarily have to be splatter effect. You could use, you know, clouds or other things. But since this is a splatter tutorial, we're gonna have to do splatter. You can continue doing this with a little bit smaller brushes and splatter, just to make it look, yeah, something like that. There. This is quite nice. I want to go a bit further and doing her hair as well. So I'm just gonna go back to the original cutout I made, and I'm just gonna take her head. I'm gonna chop off her head. That sounds very mean, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna Control C, Control V. So there you have it. This is her head only. So again, I'm gonna go to liquify, and I'm only gonna drag out her hair. Nice haircut. And now we do the same as we did with the skirt before. We make a mask, Control I, we choose a splatter. I think I'm gonna use another splatter actually. That one, I want that one. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna turn it so splatter go the other way. Yeah, no, that's nice. Looks good. It looked like paint that's been dripping out of here. And as a finishing touch, we can make it look like she's floating. So I'm gonna make a fake shadow like that. Turn down opacity on it like 35. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, press OK. 20 is fine. And yeah, and you can go on by adding some colors to it like I've done on the original by using curves, adding a little bit of contrast, a little bit more of a light, not too much though, and have fun with the colors. I like to have fun with colors, make it pop out a little bit more. So there you have it, how to make the splatter effect. There are other ways to do it, but this is my take on it. I hope you found this helpful, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.